My name is Sarah Mitchell, a 38-year-old chef from Savannah, Georgia. I'd spent years building a reputation in the culinary world, but when my brother's restaurant faced collapse, I put my dreams on hold to save it. I poured my $150,000 inheritance into his failing diner, only to be betrayed at the relaunch party when he announced he'd deed sold it to a chain and cut me out. "You're just a cook, Sarah," he sneered. "This is my legacy." Here's how I turned his betrayal into my victory, leaving him stunned. Growing up in Savannah, I was the quiet one, always in the kitchen with Mama, perfecting her shrimp and grits recipe. My older brother, Caleb, was the charmer, coasting on his smile and big ideas. Caleb, meanwhile, sank his into a diner on River Street, Caleb's coastal catch, which he ran into the ground with bad management and worse debts. When Caleb called me last spring, sobbing that the bank was foreclosing, I couldn't say no. He was family. I took a leave from my job, moved back to Savannah, and invested my entire inheritance to save his diner. I redesigned the menu, trained the staff, and spent months renovating the space, peeling paint replaced with warm cedar walls, fairy lights strung across the patio. The deal was simple. I'd own 40% of the business for my investment and expertise. Caleb swore we'd be partners, and I believed him, ignoring the red flags, like his late-night calls with investors I wasn't allowed to meet. The relaunch party in September was packed with Savannah locals, the air thick with the scent of my low-country boil. I was in the kitchen, plating crab cakes, when Caleb's speech stopped me cold. "I'm thrilled to announce Caleb's Coastal Catch is joining Coastal Crave, a national chain," he said, grinning beside a corporate rep. "This is my dream coming true." My heart sank. He hadn't mentioned a sale. Later in his office, I confronted him. "Sarah, you're just a cook," he said, dismissing me. "I needed your money, not your input. The chain bought me out for $2 million, my stepmom Diane chimed in. Let Caleb have his moment. You'll find another kitchen." The betrayal hit like a tidal wave. I'd given up my career, my savings, my life in Atlanta for this. My best friend Lena, a food critic, saw my devastation and whispered, "Check the contracts, Sarah. He can't sell without you." That night, I found our partnership agreement in my email, clearly stating my 40% stake and veto power over major decisions. Then I spotted a text from Caleb's lawyer, warning him the sale was legally dubious without my approval. My blood boiled. They thought I'd stay quiet, the just a cook sister. They were about to learn otherwise. The next morning, I met with Lena's uncle Tom, a business lawyer in Savannah. He reviewed the documents and smirked. "This is textbook fraud. The sale's voidable." He filed an injunction to halt the deal and requested a forensic audit of the Diner S books. By noon, Caleb and Coastal Crave were served papers. My phone lit up, Caleb calling me petty, Diane pleading for family unity. I silenced them, fueled by years of being overshadowed by Caleb's charm. Savannah's food scene is tight-knit, and word spreads fast. I tipped off Lena, who wrote a scathing column about Caleb's betrayal, published in the local paper. Customers turned on him, canceling reservations. Coastal Crave pulled out, citing ethical concerns. Caleb showed up at my apartment, furious. "You're ruining everything!" he yelled. I held up the agreement. "You stole my future, Caleb. Now face the consequences." Tom negotiated a settlement. Caleb bought me out for my $150,000, plus $80,000 in damages. But I had bigger plans. I used the money to open Mitchell's Low Country Kitchen, a cozy bistro on Forsyth Park. My menu, think peach-glazed pork chops and pecan-crusted catfish, drew crowds, fueled by my story of standing up to family greed. At the opening, locals packed the place, toasting my resilience. Caleb's diner, meanwhile, limped along, his reputation in ruins. As I plated a dish in my bustling kitchen, Caleb texted, begging for a loan to save his diner. I deleted it, smiling at my bistro's glowing reviews. I wasn't just a cook. I was a chef who'd reclaimed her future.